guys. Let me make this full screen. In this video and in the next video, we are going to be talking about graphing systems of linear inequalities. We've already graphed linear inequalities. Systems meaning we're just going to graph more than one at a time. And that will be on pages 74 and 75. Now, we're only going to get to page 74 today, not 75, but we're going to label both. Okay? Actually, we're probably just going to label 74. Let's just do 74. All right, and that's the last one of this series, or this unit. We'll do a new unit later this week. All right, so 74, 12.2, graphing systems of linear inequalities. Okay, and we got a foldable that's attached to this video that we will glue in right here. We'll do that in a minute. Okay, so for now, here's the foldable. It gives you step-by-step directions. We're going to fold it in half, and then we are going to go and get started. So the steps to graphing a system of linear inequalities is pretty much the same as graphing like we did last week. We first rearrange each inequality, so y is by itself. Thankfully, number 1, it's already by itself. This is number 1, it's already by itself. Then we will graph each inequality on the same coordinate plane, graphing up points until you find the space where the graphs intersect, the points where the graphs overlap with the solution, and we will color in those solutions. Okay, so number 1, we are going to graph each of these on this graph. To do that, they're both y already by themselves, so thankfully we don't have to solve. We are going to pick out m and b. M is 1 over 1, the slope, because there's no number here, so it's a 1. Okay, then we have negative 2 as b. Okay, and let me change the brightness a little bit because it's kind of not as good as I need it to be. All right, we're going to go ahead and graph that one in red. So I've got negative 2, and then I'm going to go up 1 over 1. I'm going to do that till I run out of room, and then I'm going to draw the line. Now, like in the past, before we start drawing lines, we have to determine what type of line it is. This is a or equal to, so my line will be solid. So, solid line. Okay. Now, it is greater than, so go to the y-intercept and shade above. Okay. So everything in the red is a solution to this problem. Okay. The second one. Thankfully, y is by itself. M, or slope, is negative 2 over 1. B is 1. So put a point on 1. Just go down 2 over 1 and do that until you're out of room. Okay. This does not have a line. It is a, or equal to, is a dashed line. Okay. Now, I'm going to the y-intercept of the blue portion. This says less than, so I'm going to shade below. The way a system of equation, a linear system of inequalities, basically, works is the solution is in the double shaded in portion, meaning the solution is anywhere over here, because this is double shaded in, so that is where the solution is located. So any of these numbers, negative 4, 0, or negative 3, 4, is a solution. Anything in this area is a solution to this problem. All right, we're going to open this up and do number 2. Number 2. Thankfully, everything in here is solved for y already. Number 2. The slope 2 over 1. The y-intercept is -2. So -2, up 2 over 1 until you run out of room. It has a line underneath it, so it is a solid line. It is less than, so go to the y-intercept and shade below. Okay, the second equation, or inequality, sorry. M is 2 over 1. B is -1. So -1 up 2 over 1. These are parallel lines, by the way. Dashed. Now nothing touches. This is greater, so you go to the y-intercept and shade above. Okay. As I said, the solution is wherever they overlap. I do not have any overlapping, so the answer is there is no solution. There is no overlapping, there is no solution. Now, in systems before, we were able to tell that just by looking at the the slopes. You cannot do that in inequalities anymore because it's not always no solution just because they're parallel. Number 3. The slope is -1 over 1. The y-intercept is -1. So start at -1, go down 1, right 1, until you run out of room. Okay. There is no line, so it will be a dashed line. It is less than, so you go to the y-intercept and shade below. Okay. M is -4 over 1. B is 2. So we start at 2 on the y-axis, go down 4, and over 1. We do have some overlap this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Solid line because it is or equal to. Greater, so go to here and shade above. Okay. And we are looking for where they overlap, and I'm going to box that in. They overlap right here. So these solutions, or anything that is in this area, and it would keep going forever, but anywhere in that area is a solution. So for instance, a solution for this one is 5, -9. That's a solution, okay? Anything in that little area. All right, I'd pause the video, try 4 and 5. Make sure you can get them correct, find where they are, see if you can determine what one solution might be. I'm going to keep going, but pause the video, you try it. Number 4. The slope is 2 over 1. The y-intercept is -3. So -1, -2, -3, up 2 over 1. Oh, good. It was solid, and I was about to say, oh no, I've messed this up. Make sure is it solid or dashed. This one is solid, thankfully, because I was about to mess that up. It is greater, so shade above. second equation, the slope is -3/1. The y-intercept is 2. Let's go to 2. Go down 1, 2, 3/1. It is dashed because there is no or equal to. Okay, and it is less than, so go here and shade less than. And the solution is anywhere where it is doubled up. And it is doubled up right in this area. And of course this area continues all the way over here. But that is -3, 1 is a solution. Okay, so those are some of the solutions. I hope you paused the video and you tried number 5. If you did not, pause it now and try number 5, which is this one. I'm going to keep going, but you need to pause it, try it on your own. Math is learned by doing, and you need to be doing the math. The slope is 5/3. The y-intercept is -3. So -3, and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. And I could keep going, I'm not going to. This is dashed. It is less than, so it's the values below. Okay. The second equation, the slope is also 5/3, so they're parallel lines. But remember, just because they're parallel lines doesn't mean they're no solution. This one might be, but I don't know. Okay, so you never know. Okay, so go to 3, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, 2, 3. It is dashed. It is above. So this one is also no solution. They do not cross. Now, just to let you know, because I said you don't always know, just because they have the same slope does not mean they're no solution. And you just saw that 2 of them were no solution. Here's what I want to show you is when they might not be no solution. If this was greater than, we would have shaded above, so they would have overlapped in this area. So if they, it's still possible for things that have the same slope to have solutions, okay? But you just didn't see that right now. All right, we're going to glue this on page 74. Then you're going to get started on the assignment that is posted under this or with this. Okay, so this goes on page 74. Go ahead and glue that in. We will finish this lesson in the next video.